Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Slow Podcast. This is episode 60, and we have a lot of stuff for you guys. But first of all, we have a special guest. As you can see on the top left corner, you can see we have a guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Vince. I've been a Nogizaka fan for quite a while. I'm here as like a representative of Beam Subs, who sub lots of Nogizaka stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna answer some questions about subbing and stuff like that. So, Pleased to meet you.
Cool, yeah. And
and my camera is really behind, so that's why it looked kind of weird.
okay, so do you want to tell us a little bit about Beam Subs and like a little bit of the history as far as you've gone with it?
Okay, so excuse me. So as far as Beam Subs go, I joined around 2016, I think. 2015, 16, somewhere around there. Because I know the guy who runs it, him and Dimple. So he just asked me if I wanted to help out subbing, and I didn't have anything better to do. But so basically the concept behind Beam Subs is that it's, well, when we started out, there wasn't a lot of Nogizaka subbing groups around, and the ones that were available were stuff like Good Enough Subs and similar, and we wanted to make something that was a bit better than good enough, basically. As far as the process goes, so usually the project we pick up is usually decided by the translators themselves. So usually I haven't subbed for Beam Subs for a really long time, but most of my things were either Nakamoto Himeka or Ito Marika. Both have graduated. So.
Yeah. Were they your favorites?
No, my favorite is Higuchi Hina.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm mostly known as a Kotoko fan, but yeah, it's Higuchi Hina.
I see.
Why haven't you made the switch yet?
Because it's always going to be Higuchi, even though she hates
There we
me.
go. So how long have you been subbing for? And how did you get to know your Japanese, I guess?
So I used to live in Japan. I lived in Japan in 2014. And then I moved back to Sweden for a bit. And then I moved to Japan again 2016 to 17. And most of my subbing was around 2016 while I lived in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, that was, I guess, the peak of my Nogizaka fandom before Ito Marika left.
Okay. Cool.
And then how'd you even like get into Nogizaka?
So I've been into Nogizaka since Guru Guru Katen, the first single. I like Banana Man, so I checked out the show. And
so were you into idols or?
Yeah.
Or just
I've been into idols for at least like 12 years now.
Oh, okay. So you're up there with old boy Kun over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I started out with Morning Musume, and now I'm back at Hello Project actually. So I'm back where I started.
19.
19, yeah.
20.
I like another group though. It's not actually Morning Musume.
Okay. Cool. So.
And then you guys are. Go ahead, boy.
No, I was gonna ask, so what's new? Do you still keep up with Beam Subs? What's coming?
So I still talk to the Beam Subs crew. I actually have a project that I'm gonna finish, but it's like most of the Beam Sub staff, the translators like Bertowski and Mr. Sakurai are super fast. I'm the slowest one. I'm definitely the slowest one because I take things at my own pace. So.
Oh, okay. I think to say because I'm super accurate.
That too. If I can brag, yeah, that too. No, but I have the individual video for, I don't remember her last name, Kaede.
Okay.
Sato?
Sato, yeah. I'm doing that one. It's a bit more advanced than some of the other videos
So
because it's a comedy video.
Are you? So like you're taking over the whole thing, like translating and subbing. I mean,
No,
timing and everything, or
timing was done by either Himitan's Only Dimple or Yoin Pick. I'm not sure.
okay.
Sometimes like we help each other out. Like I guess I can take that part too. Like after we translate, we usually have another translator do the quality checking.
Okay.
Like for grammar correction or translation correction. Most of the jobs I've done for BeamSub the last 2 years, I guess, have been quality checking instead of translating.
Cool.
Personally, when I translate, I usually get someone who's good at English to translate it to do the quality checking for me rather than Japanese.
Okay.
And then I guess I'm curious, like, what's the process when like they decide on a project and then they translate it, they typeset, they do everything. What's like the process like? Just in case there's like someone out there who like knows enough Japanese to translate and like wants to get into it. Like, what's the process like?
So first of all, you need to want to do it. That's the number one. And skill doesn't really matter as long as you have a grasp of the language, and possibly like even better if you're good at the target language. Like it's better to be good at English than Japanese when you translate from Japanese to English. Anyway, for the process that we do, usually Himitan's Only Dimple acquires the file and converts it to our standard format. I think it's 180p. It's like usually upscaled because most files are a bit lower quality.
Right.
And then either him or Pick or Xiao Pao Sniper, I don't know how to pronounce it, does timing. When we did collaborations with Good Enough Subs, I think Good Enough Subs did the timing on some videos.
Okay.
Either way, that process takes around a few days usually after we decide the file. But the one who decides which project we do is usually the translator. Sometimes I translate the lyrics, and then Beam Subs have asked me afterwards. Like I posted them on Twitter or something, and they asked me afterwards, "Hey, can we use this for a Beam Subs vid?" So that works too.
Okay.
Like I already had the finished translation. I just didn't have a file or timing or anything like that. Either way, then after someone's done the timing, you do the translation. So most of the guys that do translations for Beam Subs are really fast. So this usually takes 2-3 days.
Wow.
When I do it, it can take anything from 5 minutes to 2 years. So depending on how lazy I am or how much work I have in real life and stuff like that. I mean, it's a pretty free process. But usually it's better, like it feels better towards the timers if you do it quickly.
Right.
Anyway, after the translation is done, we get the quality checker to do it. And most of this is done in Eigisub.
Okay.
A free software. It works for Mac. I think it works for Linux too, and then Windows. And then typesetting is done after the quality check. Usually that one is done by Himitan's Only Dimple. He's the one who makes it all look all pretty and has the watermarks and stuff. And then encoding and releases. So some of our files are released hard sub only. Some are released with soft subs. That's all based on what the translator wants.
Oh, really? Okay.
And as far as requests goes, some of us take requests. I don't take requests personally, unless it's a really good member or really good content. I'll always check the request. I just
Okay.
But yeah. So now the active project, I guess, is Zambi. That's the one to look after right now. I'm not part of that project, so I don't know a lot of the deeper details. But
I think they said they're gonna release it like weekly, right? Try to keep
Yeah, they're
up
gonna
with
release
it.
it weekly.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I guess everyone got to watch. No, no excuse not to.
I'm really bad with horror stuff, so you know, I don't even want to watch it.
Have you guys watched it?
Part of this.
We can talk about it later, but
Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
I watched the first episode. It's not scary, so I guess.
yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And then, I guess going back a little bit, how did you get into idols in the first place? Because some people come from different spots. Some people come from anime. Some people come from trying to learn Japanese, the culture
K-pop.
and everything. Yep, J-pop. How did you get into them?
So I like world music in general. I listen to Spanish music. I listen to French music. I listen to all kinds of music. So one day I was just sitting on YouTube or something, and then I liked it. Started out with Sweets and Avic's idol group actually.
Oh man, Sweets! I remember them.
Yeah. So I like the sound of that, and then I like probably related videos and stuff. Found Morning Musume, Barry's Kobo, Meron Kinembi, and all that, and just got into Hello Project. And then years passed. AKB appeared. I started checking out some of their music. That shit was good too. Get into Supergirls, and then I ended up in the Nogizaka Swamp.
Ah, okay, cool.
So music, I guess.
Yeah,
to make the answer shorter.
Yeah.
Music.
I don't think I've heard that one yet.
Yeah, that's new to me. That's cool. Usually it's like, I watch anime, and then the opening song was done by this group or whatever, or I listened to K-pop and I got tired of it, so that kind of stuff.
I mean, even in Japan, there's lots of Japanese fans who got into Nogizaka because of Naruto or like similar.
Yeah.
What's it called? The movie with the
Oh yeah.
Imabanashi.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, this is just a question that it isn't on our sheet, but it's just a question that I just thought of. It's so since you were in Japan and since you like Nogizaka, did you ever go to see them?
So I'm probably one of the foreign fans who went to the most events, I'd say. Not a brag, but
any highlights that you had?
So I recommend this to all foreigners. Every year, I try to arrange all the foreign fans who are in Tokyo to get Kotoko tickets. And then we do a line going together.
Oh yeah.
And I usually dress up in a galaxy print yukata. So it's about as flashy as the stuff I'm wearing right now. But yeah, make her laugh and shit like that. It's pretty fun. And then last year, I think, I went to Hinachima for the first time in a year or so after switching to Morning Musume and got scolded. So that was fun.
What did she tell you?
No, she basically found out that I had switched to Hello Project for some reason. I never told her. Probably a friend told her or something.
Oh, got put on blast.
Yeah, I'm pretty much blacklisted.
I see.
All right, cool. All right, so boy, do you want to get into our topics for today?
Okay, yeah, sure. There's not too many topics this week, but there's a few. Well, there's Nogi Eigo this week, so the TV show roundup is a little bit more involved. But yeah, let's get into the current events, the topics this week. Keyakitte announced the lineup for their 8th single, Kuroi Hitsuji, whatever.
Kuroi Hitsuji.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, we were discussing it last week with Maris. We were hoping to see if they'll have a new new center or not.
We all know how that went.
Nope. It's Hirate again. She's back in the center. Well,
she's back in the picture.
Yep. So the formation or whatever, it's the same as Ambivalent. You got like 7 girls in the back for some reason. I don't know. It looks weird. I guess we can go through the lineup. So in the back, Suzumoto, I think everyone was a little surprised that she ended up way in the back.
Because I thought she was a potential center for sure.
Yeah.
Or at least like, if they didn't pick Techi for some miracle, it could have been Suzumoto.
Yeah. Especially since she was in the front row for the past couple singles. Yeah, Nagasawa, Ozeki, Neru's back there too. Rika, Uemura, and then Saito, Fuyuka. Then we got the second row, Odanana, Sugai, Risa, Moria, and then Habu, who's in front of Uemura. I thought that's pretty funny because she's tall.
Like in our Discord, we were talking about it, and then this is like, why is Habu always in front of Uemura? Like it always happens.
Can't even see her. Uemura is one of the shorter members.
And Habu's the tallest member.
And then so the front row, we got Kobayashi, Ishimori, Hirate's in the center, Koike, and then Sato Shiori. Ishimori and Sato Shiori in the front is pretty cool. But yeah, what do you guys think of this lineup?
So personally, I'm not like a super Kiyakisaka fan. I like Mon though.
Okay.
Sister Mon. I saw the ambivalence performance where she was center.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that one was actually really good. I almost felt like I'd become a Kiyakisaka fan just watching that one. But they gave us Hirate, and although Hirate would probably never show up, so
yeah,
I think that's my issue with it.
Not even first performance. It's like the last performance.
I actually like Hirate. I think Hirate is a really, really good idol. I just want to see her perform too.
Right. I think a lot of people feel the same way. It's like like I don't mind her in the center. It's just that she's never there to center anything. You know?
And when she is there, she's like half dead.
Yeah. So you either be center all the time and be there, or let someone else do it. God damn it. But yeah, what do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I think I agree. It's like if Techi was there and she was full energy, sure, make her center, make her be able to do everything. But since she's not, and she'd probably be missing most of the time, be like in one performance somewhere, in the music video performance only probably, then I mean, why have her in the center? And even if in the performances they switch around centers like they've been doing recently, then is it just the namesake? Because everyone at this point is just like, it's Techi and the other girls.
Yeah. So they should announce the music video fairly soon. All right.
Yeah, it hasn't been in the news yet, so I don't think it's today.
Okay. But yeah, also last week we were discussing if second gen will be part of the senbatsu or not. And I guess they're not.
Nope, looks like they're going to keep it small.
Yeah.
They're basically the new Hiragana, so.
Then they're going to make another group, and then it'll be a big old dilemma.
So I'm assuming second gen will get their own song.
Yeah.
And then they'll just break off on their own and be.
Yeah, I like the 10 girl Yamasaki or whatever.
Oh yeah. Her name.
Yeah. Too bad she turned white.
10 Yamasaki. Do you have any favorites from second gen, Josh?
I don't know their names. You know I'm bad with names. It's the girl who's the bank teller. Who was the bank teller?
Oh, what's her name?
I don't remember.
Anyway, well, yeah, I know who you're talking about. She's been on a few performances of Ambivalent. So, I guess we'll see what happens. I'm actually pretty excited to see the video. Hopefully it's good. I don't know. All the members are saying it's good.
I mean,
their blogs.
They were not going to say it's bad.
But I hated shooting that shit. It was terrible.
Yeah, it'd be pretty bad if the members were like, yo, the single is really bad. Don't buy it.
Don't buy it, yeah. just keep it for the handshakes.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's Kuroi Hitsuji. I don't know. Hopefully by the next episode they'll have the music video out. Because it's It'll be out in like a month, right? At the end of February.
Yeah, the actual CD. Yeah.
So
we should see it
soon,
sometime this week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's keep going.
Right.
That's it for Keyakizaka.
Mm-hmm.
So Ikuta Erika released their second photo book. It's called Intermission, and it sold hella copies. See, Josh has it. I have it. I haven't looked at it.
You have 2 of them.
Look at this. It's wrapped. I don't know. I've been too busy to look at lewd stuff lately, but yeah, apparently it sold like a lot of copies. So the first day they're reporting like 220,000, and then the second day they printed an additional 50,000 copies. So it is now, according to Kodansha, which is the publisher, it is the most first edition copies they've ever made.
For a photo book.
For a photo book,
Or
a shashinshu. So
yeah.
That's pretty cool. Of course, they also published Passport, which
That's like overall sales, right? That's not like first day sales, where Ikuta passed.
Yes. So as of this like article thing, it's at 270K. But that was like last week, so
so it must be more now.
it must be a lot now.
They probably reprinted it, yeah.
Yeah, once again. How did this happen? I don't know. Everyone just wants to see lewd Ikuta Erika since she had like the nice princess image or whatever. But now she's all grown up, man. Right, Josh? Did you look at it yet? I'm gonna open this right now.
Oh, look at that! I did open it. Most of the loose shots are already shown.
Oh, what?
Like,
See, I hate when they do that. As I point
There's
my
a couple.
knife at
There's a couple in here, but like I feel like most of the good ones are already shown. There's a couple other good ones. Let me see if I can find a good one. Like there's this one. Like they do like a nice little setup, where it's like here's the shoes.
Don't
and
show
then
it
here's
too
her.
long. Okay.
Yeah, those
And
shoes are really lewd.
Yeah, there's like some bath ones.
Is there
There's
any
a lot of
other like?
lingerie ones.
Why am I asking you? I'm just gonna take a look at it.
It'll remind you a lot of Passport. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, it's
'Cause it is the same
lewd
photographer.
So
Yeah.
His
But
style
it
is
seems
there.
like since I was looking at Passport right before this, I was like comparing some of the poses. A lot of the poses are similar, so it's like very much his style, but to the point where it kind of feels like a similar thing in a bad way and a good way, if that made sense.
Ooh, I like this.
I think that photographer did one for a AAA member, like an AVIX group, and it's basically the same as well. Like all the shots, all the poses.
He did what was it? Uno Misako's, right? Is that the one?
Yeah.
At least this one like establishes immediately that it's in New York. Whereas Passport, you can't even tell. Also, New York is just very like, oh yeah, that's New York, just from looking at the like streets and architecture and everything.
Yeah, you could definitely tell it's his. He photographed it. There's little tweaks here and there, of course, just to like make it a little bit more personal. But I feel like it gives a very similar vibe. So I mean, if you like Passport, you'll like this one.
See, she went to Brooklyn and everything. I can tell where this is. Which photo card did you get?
Oh, let me see. I got the one of her just laying down at the bath.
The bath. Oh, I got the Times Square one. I think I like this the most. But anyway, Vince, what do you think of Ikuta Erika?
So Ikuchan, I've never been to her lane. I know lots of friends who like her a lot. That's about my That's where it stops. No, and I like her. She's funny. I went to see Les Miserables 2 years ago. Her first time on the show. I went to see it 3 times. It was really good.
Oh, really?
Oh.
It's also one of my favorite musicals.
I was gonna ask, are you just a fan of Les Mis?
Yeah.
That's cool.
How was her performance in that?
So she played Cosette. I think she played Cosette the second time as well. And Cosette is like just a side character, so the entire story is about her, but she's never on screen. So she sings like one song. But she sang well.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I'm like halfway through this book and I'm liking it a lot. Just because of like the context of where it is compared to Passport, which like was severely lacking. Also, it has the toothbrushing picture, so this is like one of the best photo books ever. I'll look at it later at my own time and leisure. We got to move the show on. What do you think of the book, Josh? What would you rate?
What would I rate it? Maybe like, I think if I hadn't seen Passport before and just said it by itself, it'd be like a A.
Okay.
But as it is now, it's like a A minus B plus. It's around there.
B plus. All right.
Like a high B plus.
Okay, completely unrelated, but what would you rate the Hineko one? Because she's in Stockholm.
That would be like I'm trying to remember all the pictures. That's probably like a B minus B.
Oof.
That's pretty high for a Gintosha one though.
B minus, yeah, around like B minus maybe. It's probably because there's like some pictures that I really like in there. But the overall photo book feels kind of similar, if I remember right.
It's not lewd enough for Josh.
Let me go get it. Be quiet.
He's gonna go get it. God damn it. That's one thing I never like took into consideration, the publisher. Right, so there's
Gintosha is like the cheapest one.
Like how the quality compared to other.
Yeah, it's made out of sandpaper, toilet paper, or something. I had the Asuka one, but I actually left it in Japan because it was so bad.
Oof. All right, Josh went to pick up the book. Come on, man.
I completely forgot about all these other pictures. I liked how they used like the black, like at the night shots. I thought that was an interesting choice. Let me see.
I actually didn't buy it yet, so I have no idea.
Okay, I retract my B statement.
Okay, he's what? You gonna give it a higher grade or what?
No, not higher. I'm gonna go. It's like a above. It's like I'll say above standard photo book. I won't give it a letter grade. I'll say
above average.
If standard is like any other photo book, you open up, you're like, oh, okay, cool, that's a photo book. You open it up, that's a nice image here and there, has okay flow. This one's like a little bit higher than that, just because of some of the things. Yeah, like a B minus, I guess.
That's what you gave it before.
Oh yeah, that's what it was again.
It's really the same grade.
Okay, B minus. There.
Right. So I accidentally bought Intermission twice, and I don't really want to send it back. Who wants it? Everyone's like, "Oh, you should do a giveaway." Should I? Do you guys want to? You guys want to do a giveaway?
Like, who did it? Like,
who does anyone want this? It was, or should I get back my $24 or whatever I paid, however much I paid for this shit?
Yeah, because our past giveaway was not limited to U.S. residents.
Yeah.
Is this one limited or no? It's up to Boy because he's the one in charge of it right now.
Ugh. I'll ask Tron for money. We'll figure it out and put up a tweet and shit. Just retweet it or whatever. I don't know. how do giveaways work? I'll give it like 2 weeks. So next week, the next podcast episode, we can have like
official tweet about it.
Yeah, an official like announcement or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But you guys are in the know who are watching right now.
Or I can return it and buy keychains instead.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, just I don't know. We'll figure out something.
Let us know. Let us know.
If you want it, let us know. Leave comments or whatever. Anyway, let's keep going. I want to do this one before we move on to the zombie shit, because the zombie stuff leads into the TV stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So let me just move around our topics. Anyway, Nogizaka performed in Taipei the other day. It's their second one-man live, following the Shanghai one.
Shanghai. Yeah, because the one before that was part of an anime convention, right?
Yeah, some Japan thing.
The C3FA, right?
Right. We got a few photos on
they went
there.
to Singapore and then Hong Kong for anime events.
Yeah.
They put up some pictures on their Facebook page from the concert. You can check out. You know, we had like Asuka and Yoda. A lot of third gens went. Who else? I only see third gens. Oh, there's Matsumura. Okay. Here's the set list. They did like 32 songs, including the encore.
So all short versions.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Hadashida Summer and like Uede Shampoo, Hashira Bicycle.
They just went through the lineup.
It's pretty much their singles.
They did some units too, like threefold choice and stuff.
Right, there's some in the middle. Got some units and coupling tracks. Chikochu, and then end with Nogizaka no Uta. Yeah, what do you guys think of the set list? Pretty standard looking.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the normal ones they always do. Popular ones.
Yeah, and I
a
mean,
bit too many singles, like A-sides for me, because I'm basically an Under Girls fan, so
I see.
would have wanted better songs.
Seems like
I think they want to go a little safe, right? Because like it's like, oh, we're going to this country, and then like the fans want to hear all the hits, I guess.
Play their hits.
Yeah.
Because they want to see their favorite songs.
They didn't even do Kairi Michi, dude.
It's too
I
new.
mean, the center, it wasn't there anyway.
No Nanase no Go, dude. But yeah, it seemed alright. They also performed.
Didn't Asuka like center like a lot of the songs?
Yeah, Asuka and Yoda.
So yeah, Shiraishi never goes overseas. So
Yeah.
they did like
Too
Synchronicity.
lazy.
Yeah. Influencer.
She's like, nah, stay here, don't worry.
Girls Rule. You guys handle it.
Yeah.
They also performed at a music award, the K-Box Music Award.
I haven't seen this.
They played. They performed Synchronicity in this clip. Looks like Asuka's center. Chat saying 14 out of 29 songs are
Asuka center?
Asuka center.
Asuka's a good center though, so I get it.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, you know. She's like their new face, I guess. So, yeah.
And I guess they're pushing the Yoda agenda pretty hard then. If Yoda also did a lot of center positions.
Right. Them third gens.
I mean, Yoda's popularity is like out of the charts ever since he joined. I was part of her like birthday committee one year, and it had like 70 members.
Oh man,
the first year.
How many are usually in it?
Like I'm in the Minami one, like as a regular. Hoshino. we usually have like 20 people. So 70 first year is quite a lot.
It must have grown since.
I think the Iwamoto Renka one had 8.
8?
In comparison,
that's cool. Dang, that's crazy though. 70 people. Freaking Yoda.
How do you even plan with 70 people? Like, what do you plan that big?
I mean, most people just paid money and then didn't do shit. So.
I see. Okay. So there's usually like a few people who are the ones organizing things, and then the rest just give them money.
Yeah.
I see.
Basically.
Okay. Yeah, so that's Nogizaka's concert in Taiwan. That's all, right? They haven't announced any other overseas performances. We're just waiting on that America, because now they have like 2 girls who can speak fluent English. But
yeah, the problem with American shows is it's a pain in the ass to fix the visas.
Oh yeah. That's the biggest problem with them.
The
performers, yeah.
Ugh. Especially once they want to bring over like 20 people plus the staff. Ugh.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
And expensive.
So yeah, that's that. Let's go to this next one. The Zambi drama started. Starring Saito Asuka and her friends.
You can watch it on Beam Subs for English subtitles.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Beam Subs already. The first episode released.
It's both in English and Spanish.
Oh,
there we go.
In Spanish.
Si hablas español, puedes verlo en español también. There we go.
Anyway, if you watch the trailer, Manatsu's a zombie. They don't try to keep anything hidden. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you watch the first episode, you kind of like get the gist of what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know I didn't know what to expect from this, honestly. It's just I look at Nogizaka in a drama. I guess I'll check it out. But I like the photo of her like zombie Manatsu like trying to kill somebody. I can't even tell who that is in the photo. But you guys watched the first episode. What do you guys think? Was it shitty?
Yeah. Not very exciting.
There's one scene.
I'll try not to spoil it since people in the chat some people haven't seen it.
I'll just allude to it and see, and whoever's watched it knows what I'm going to talk about. There's one part with Manatsu, like the highlight point of this episode, like the highlight point, and then it zooms in to her face, but they zoom in post-production, and you can see all the pixels on the screen. It's like
only Josh would notice that. Well,
I was shown this.
It's not a very high budget.
Yeah.
If they had to do that, I mean.
But I don't know. I had issues with like the pacing and like how it, like the context of the, like in the very beginning, right, where the bus breaks down. And the teacher's like, "Hey, don't go anywhere until the bus is fixed." And then, like the next it cuts and they're like walking in the woods. I'm like, what happened to the teachers?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but they are trying to make like a 90-minute play into a 12-episode drama. So.
Oh man, see that's more reason to add more like scenes, right?
Yeah, not just like sudden cut to okay, no explanation, we're here.
Right, like I don't know. I thought that was just like that took me out of it. I was like, what is this? But
there's no storytelling.
And then the scene where like Asuka's wakes up and then no one's there. It's like what?
Yeah. It's like, but I mean that kind of gets explained like a little later on. The guy didn't get. Yeah. Like at that moment, weird. You're kind of like. I guess it's like suspenseful, right? Like where'd they go? She's gonna go find them. It
feels like they just wanted. Well, go ahead.
And I was gonna say that. I mean, they're probably gonna leave some stuff like they're gonna say like, "I'll just watch the later episodes and they will answer everything." It won't answer anything.
Yeah.
You watch your mind.
Yeah, to me, it felt like they just wanted to rush through that part, like the village or whatever, and get back to the school so like all the zombie stuff can start happening. But yeah.
Yeah, like no backstory. Let's just go to the action.
I'll give it a few more episodes. But also they have line stickers for the drama. There's like the main cast pretty much. If you're into that stuff, you can go download.
Oh, it's like the normal Nogizaka ones, the ugly ones with giant heads.
Oh yeah, these are just the pictures. I think there's no like audio, right?
Yeah, there's no zombie versions of them either. So.
Oh yeah, that could have been better, but that would have spoiled it, dude.
I mean,
then you'd know who turns into zombies.
Oh yeah. You should just name them all zombies.
Yeah. But yeah, drama airs every Wednesday. So
I think so.
It's
also on Hulu.
Yeah, every Wednesday, or like Thursday morning if it counts. Like that.
Yeah. So. Yep,
yeah,
that's the Zambi stuff, and
give it a watch.
Yeah. Check out Beep Subs if you want to watch
it weekly.
Version.
Please support us.
Support the community. So that pretty much does it for the current events. That's all for the topics this week. That's not that many. It's still the beginning of the year, even though it's almost February. Damn.
Right?
I know. More stuff probably next month. We're gonna start announcing things. So yeah, that takes us to the
but before that, we have to go to the comment of the week. Can't forget about the comment of the week.
What is
this time? This week? We have a comment from JP, and it says, "Nice to see." Oh, by the way, this is the previous episode. Nice to see Mara Senpai here. What happened to your podcast during hiatus for long? Hopefully it'll come back. So happy for Mizuki getting so many jobs nowadays. I'll paraphrase this.
Okay.
And then I honestly dropped Video Girl Eye after a few episodes because it was too gloomy and low exposure. I hope to make my more brighter and fun. Video Girl Eye was already lewd, and my can be expecting to be much more lewd. Oh boys, I can't wait for Mizuki. # lewd for life. And that's why I picked the comment.
Lewd boy for life. So Mizuki's getting a lot of TV work. She's currently in a drama, Miki Clinic. I haven't watched the 3rd episode. I don't know if I'm going to keep watching it. And then, Video Girl Mai next season. Do you have any thoughts on Mizuki events? Do you like her?
I like Mizuki. First of all, she's a fellow Hello Project fan, so that's a big plus. I think she's fun. She's a bit scary sometimes, like her eyes have no soul.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think like the last drama was pretty good too. Like wasn't super good, but it was definitely better than everything else that Nogizaka's ever been in. So
there is something about her eyes. You can get like a crazy.
Yeah, when she like opens them really wide.
Like, please.
I mean, they're really big too.
So when she opens up even bigger, it's like freaky.
Yeah. So thank you for the comment, JP.
Yep.
Excuse the dog. Can you guys hear that?
Yes. Anyway, moving on. We have everyone's favorite section. It's the TV show roundup, where we talk about the Sakamichi shows, which involve Hiragana Keyakizaka, Kanji Keyakizaka, and Nogizaka.
Yes.
First up, we have Hiragana Oshi with the members of Hiragana Keyakizaka.
That's right. That's right, Josh.
You can go ahead, boy, and explain the episode.
Hold on, I'm waiting for the dog to stop barking.
Oh.
Is that my dog?
Look at that.
Not my dog. Okay. Nope.
It's fine. Just keep on going.
Okay, so first show is Hiragana Oshi, is Hiragana Keyaki's weekly TV show, and it's the present kikaku, whatever, where they introduce plans for the show and stuff. And Nogizaka Koujichuu,
they compete for the next.
Yeah, and Keyakitte Kakenai, they've done this a few times already. This is the first time for Hiragana. So the members have like their little flipboards and they write stuff. And it's like, hey, let's do this thing, let's do that thing. You know how it is. And then Audrey, who are the hosts, they like pick what they think is interesting, and the girls present whatever. And so like Hamagishi's like, hey, like Kasuga always has this hair. Let's change it up, dude. And so like they bring out these like Photoshop pictures of him with different hair. That was pretty funny. This dog is really annoying me. Anyway, yeah, that was pretty funny. And like,
do you think that's a good episode idea? Just change up his hairstyle.
I don't know. I don't think it's very involved. It's like you can only have one.
He has such short hair. It's like it had to be wigs, which they've already done, right?
Yeah, and so they had like a bunch of them. So she was like handing them out to the other members, and they were holding them up. Hamigishi's a weird person. They had Kumi. Kumi's like, oh, let's go on a drive. She had like a route written out and everything. Oh, here, we'll start here at this time, and we'll go here first, and then we'll go here, and we'll go here. It's like I don't know. There's like a variety TV show that does that, right? With like comedians and stuff.
I think so.
I guess it's similar to that. Would you watch that? I don't know. Your Oshimen proposed it, Josh.
I like idols driving, especially when they have a destination.
Well, I don't think she's gonna drive.
Well, I mean, as long as one of them drives.
As long as it's usually like a comedian who's driving, right?
Like the other group used to do that all the time. They were part of that TV show, I think, where like they like would get their license and then like drive, and they had to like get in out of like situations, like out of a parking situation. I think there was something like that.
Yeah. And so what else? Kyonko.
I'll be back.
What? How are you gonna leave? Josh? Oh, he's back. Kyonko is next. She proposed that. Like, oh, look at Kosaka now is cool. Like, she likes reptiles and shit. And they're like, okay, let's see. So she brings out like a gecko. They're all touching it. A few of the members are all scared. Like, oh no. But the one Matsuda proposed is pretty good. The hiragana song Undokai. She was like, Audrey doesn't know our shit, dude. They don't even know our songs. Like, what the hell is this?
Barely remembers our names.
And then so they make Audrey play the intro song quiz. And then like the song's playing. He's like, oh, go up and press the button while dancing or while acting sexy or whatever. But surprisingly, Wakabayashi knows the songs, like the names, right? And stuff.
You wouldn't think he would, because he always like has to look at his paper to remember the members' names. So like you wouldn't think he'd be like that into it. That
was the point, dude. He got him with that. He even knew the Kyonko solo song or whatever. I didn't even know that. And I like her. I like Kyonko. So whatever. The last one is Higashimura's plan. She's like, let's do the Kasuga Hanta, like in Tosochi or whatever. It's like, okay, so they play tag, but like they'll chase Kasuga, and we'll start with 3 girls, and as it goes along, more girls will join. And so they're like, you want to try it? Like, oh, okay. That was pretty funny, because they were like speed walking around.
Yeah, just really.
Like all the members are all wearing sunglasses, just like the hunters and stuff.
I feel like if they had like a big open field, like maybe some obstacles like they do in the regular show, I feel like this could be something.
Well, I think the comment was on the show, you can do this between the recordings.
Yeah. Right, because they caught Kasuga, right? And he's like, oh man, this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, we don't have to film this.
We can just do it on our own.
So at the end,
it's not TV.
Yeah, they choose Matsuda's plan or presentation, which was to do the little like Undokai thing. I think they said like, oh yeah, like Audrey wants to see the members do that too. So that's pretty cool.
challenge them, maybe. Well, I mean, they would know because they sing and dance it all the time.
Yeah, but like the intro quiz, that would be fun to see, I guess.
Oh, don't they usually do like, here's 1 second of it, who can guess it kind of thing first?
Yeah. It's usually
they have to like for the like the missions where like you dance while like you have to dance to the button, or you have to act sexy to the button. I think that's the point.
That'd be
you have to do stuff before they can answer.
Right. See, that'd be fun to watch. So that's pretty much it for the episode. Next week they'll introduce what's her name, Kamimura Hinano, the new member. It's
The
all
lone
devoted
member.
to her.
A full episode to her.
So if you're a fan of hers from photos and whatnot, you might want to check that out. But next show is Keyakitte Kakenai. This is Kanji Keyaki show.
Not to be confused with the other one.
Yeah. And so this is they're doing this episode because of a presentation, right? From a previous episode. See, it's all the same. But anyway, in a previous episode, Moriya proposed that they do a Miyagi location shoot or whatever, right? Because she's from there, and I want to show off my hometown and shit. And so they're gonna decide who gets to go because not all of them can. And even though Moriya is the one with the plan, she's not guaranteed to go.
She's in the running as well.
And so like she's wearing like the tracksuit and everything, and everyone's just wearing a normal uniform. Like she's kind of ready for this, trying to go hard.
She's fired up.
And so they're like, "Oh yeah, only 4 girls get to go." Like, what? And then like Tsuchida will give out these little like omiyage from Miyagi as points or whatever. So the first part is a quiz. It's like about Miyagi and stuff. Like one of the questions is like, draw that Date Masamune statue or whatever. And there's some pretty funny drawings, right? Like a big point is the crescent thing on his on his helmet. And some of them were like
sideways.
Yeah, some of them were like drawing horns and things like that. And so since Moriya and Ishimori are from Miyagi, they get handicapped. And so like their answer button for the quiz is like in the 3rd floor of the studio, so they gotta like run. I like that the show just trolls Moriya all the time.
Right? It's
kind of mean, but I think it's hilarious.
She's always like it's not even that she's like on the short, she doesn't get the short straw. It's like they handicap her on purpose. Like in the other way, where like she's always like in a disadvantage.
They should keep doing it for my entertainment.
It's because otherwise she'd just win everything, right?
Yeah, it's not fair. And so the second game is that like comment and USA game. I guess people play this.
Yeah, I've seen like Japanese YouTubers do this and stuff.
They turned it into a game of sorts. And you're like, come on, baby, and then you pick someone, and then they say comment about them. I don't know. Anyway, they do that for a while, and Habu is really bad at it.
You pick a topic, and then you need to stay on topic the entire time. If you go out of rhythm, you lose.
Right.
I think the one that the Japanese YouTubers play is like they say maybe America, and then they have to say something about America, and they just keep on going through until someone can't think of anything. So it's like the similar idea.
They're making fun of us. No. But yeah, Habu's really bad at it. There was a lot of Habu in this episode of her just being stupid.
She got a lot of points, which I mean, and if she goes,
right, she's making like dumb comments, and they're like, ugh.
Is that where she's leaning now? Like that's where her character's leaning.
Probably, I don't know. Jimmy would like it because he likes her.
Jimmy's Oshima now.
It's pretty funny, I guess. But yeah, it'll continue next week. At the very end, they do the announcement for the Kuroi Hitsuji senbatsu. As we expected, it's just a little slideshow. Here's the back row. Here's
little PowerPoint.
Yeah. It's like, ooh, here's the center. It's Pikachu. So we'll find out who gets to go to Miyagi next week. Do you want Moriya to go? I don't know.
I mean, I want her to go, but it would be
At the
funny
same
if she didn't
time,
go.
yeah, I want her to lose just because it's funny, but we'll see. So that's Keyakitte Kakenai. Next is Nogizaka Koujichuu. Nogizaka 46 is his regular show, and they're continuing the 4th gen introductions. Vince, are you into the 4th gen? Or is it like
I haven't checked them out
Not
that
checked
much.
out.
but
Cool.
I like
We're all on
Endo.
the same boat.
I like Endo Sakura because
Endo
it's cute.
Sakura? Yeah, so she was introduced in this episode, and she's introduced by Inoue and Sato Kaede. And apparently she's from Aichi, like Kaede. And like her family owns this.
Like almost all idols.
Yeah, her mom owns like a soba joint, and so they brought some for Banana Man to eat. They're like, oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Is it really? I don't know. She also plays some clarinet. And so they do like a little quiz thing where like, what's your favorite this and that? And she answers it by playing the clarinet. And so Inoue is like, oh, I'll give you hints by playing my instrument, the tenor saxophone. They're like, oh, okay. I feel like they can make a whole brass band now with all these Sakaguchi members playing wind instruments. Yeah, so she likes mitarashi dango, doesn't like kimchi. She likes Himura more than Shitara. It's like, I like his face. It's like, oh. It's cool. What do you think of her? Do you like her?
Who?
Endo. Do you like?
She's probably my favorite so far,
Favorite so far?
out of them.
What about you, Josh?
Based on face.
Based on face.
Face on face. Yeah, I think by the end of the episode, I guess like you remember little snippets of her. So like no one has really stuck out for me. Like, oh yeah, 100% going towards that. Like I'm kind of getting a grasp for everyone first, and she seems pretty good. I think a lot of these members that were in this episode were kind of like a little more shy than the other ones from the other episode.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I just had to see them grow a little bit, I think.
Yeah. So next member they introduced was Tsutsui Ayame. She was introduced by Shiraishi and Yoder. She's now like the youngest member. She's younger than Rentan, which I did not think was possible. How can this be? She's like 12 years younger than Mayan. Mayan's like her auntie, dude. But yeah, she's pretty quiet for like a young kid, right? She's all mellow compared to Rentan.
Yeah, they were saying she's really mature, and they were like comparing pictures of like Minami and shit.
Yeah, they were making fun of Hoshino a bit. She's like, and like her like hobbies and skills, I thought were pretty mature too, right? It's like, what? Kids don't do this stuff, I guess.
They don't like calligraphy.
Right? She's like, oh yeah, she does some calligraphy, and so let's have her do calligraphy. And so she's like writing stuff she likes.
Yeah, but it was really, really unimpressive calligraphy. That was the joke.
Right? She's like, yo, you didn't even write in Japanese. It's like, oh, this is katakana. What the heck? But her hobby is knitting, right? And then she like made bags and whatnot. So she made a present for Himura, and it's like a beanie. It was pretty cool. Like, yeah, it took me like 5 hours. Like, damn. That's cool.
That dedication.
She's gonna be like a nice grandma who knits stuff for her grandchildren. Right?
She could make merch. She could like have 5 of them, and then they just sell for like a lot of money.
Maybe for like her birthday or whatever. Birthday line.
5 limited.
But yeah, she's pretty quiet. I wonder what's gonna happen like once they get more activity. Next girl is Kanagawa Saya. She's introduced by Asuka and Umezawa. And her whole thing was basketball. She's like, yeah, I played basketball for like 6 years, dude. So they're like, okay, let's try to defend her, right? And so it's Asuka, right? And she's like flailing about and stuff. It's pretty. I mean, Asuka in basketball, I guess that's a thing now, right?
Yeah, because they showed it previously where it's like she did the exact same thing. She's like, well, the point is to get the ball and then try to dribble it, right? So she like launches it and like runs for the ball.
Yeah, it's it's funny.
We need more. We need another sports meet in Nogichu.
Yeah, just wait until the fourth
been a while.
gen gets settled down. Then they'll do they'll do another sports meet.
I want to see old woman Mayan with young Ayame. Just compete against each other.
Oh, not the auntie, dude. Also, she's from Hokkaido. So they're like, speak some Hokkaido ben. What does this word mean? Gotta explain the.
So da ne.
Right. So it's like you're just gonna keep saying that, aren't you? Like, right, it's like yeah, regional dialects and stuff. And so last thing they did was tongue twisters. She's like, yeah, she's bad at it, so make her do these tongue twisters.
Just
so, like,
see how bad she is.
Umezawa would say it, and then she would say it. It's like, wait, you shortened that one, the sushi one. Like, say that again. That was pretty good. Yeah, hers was. Yeah, it was fine. What do you guys think of her? Basketball and.
I mean,
She's
the big joke was that she's from Hokkaido, but her name is Kanagawa, which is another prefecture in Japan.
Yeah.
I kind of like that one, as I used to live in Kanagawa, and Hokkaido is like the Sweden of Japan.
The freezing north.
I feel that.
Yeah. It's
not that cute though.
I think I was comparing her to Watanabe Miho from Hiragana, just because she also did like basketball in her.
She also plays. They need to do the game of horse or like 21 or something.
Just
1-on-1, dude.
But I think Miho was like way better than like.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like
Miho was like basketball captain. So.
Yeah.
Bemiho has better handles. We'll see. They gotta put them together and see. So the last member they introduced for this episode is Kitagawa Yuri, a favorite of ours here on the Slope Podcast, just because she's also from California, like we are. She's introduced by Hori and Ito Riria.
Do you want to explain why we call her the traitor?
Yeah, so she joined as a draftee in 48 group, Team B. And like I watched that draft too, and I was like, let's go for it. Because they had the showroom for each team that like fan participation and whatnot. You can vote for the member you want in showroom, so that the actual members there can be like, oh yes, our showroom wants this girl, so let's pick her. So yeah, we're like voting for her because she knows English or whatever. So like she gets in a Kenkyusei now. A couple months later, she leaves, and then like a week after she leaves, they announce the Sakamichi audition, and I was just like, what a traitor. But it's okay, she made it in Nogizaka. She
joined the winning team.
Yeah, she was like, oh, this might be better. She made the right choice.
She was converted.
She lived in California for a little bit. SoCal. Her little profile says LA.
LA, right? LA and San Diego too, right?
San Diego, apparently. So of course they make her speak English. And so she's
talking
like,
really quietly.
she's very like timid and stuff. So she does a little introduction in English, and they're like, oh, Hori will translate for you. But Hori sucks. She tried, right? I like how
we'll see how much in the Nogi Eigo segment too.
Oh yeah, I like how what did she say? She's like, my favorite food is tomato.
Yeah, but I also like bread.
And like the tomato part, everyone thought it was made like Mado, like mishearing her pronunciation or whatever.
Tomato.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Like my maid is named Paido or something.
Yeah. Like, wait, what? So she
But if you think about it, if someone asks
Maya
you,
helped though.
oh, the Maya helped.
oh, Maya's like
Like
What is
I
fish?
like humans or something like that, right?
Yeah, my favorite food is humans.
Yeah. Everyone's like, what?
Nogi Eigo? Maya?
Weren't you on an English show?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, they were like, yeah, you did like some English show, didn't you? Why don't you translate? No.
That doesn't help at all.
And so it's just like, yeah, I was in the mandolin club. I thought that was kind of random. A mandolin. Usually, guitar. If it's a stringed instrument. But no, dude, mandolin. So like, oh yeah, you play us a song. So she plays like this song from Kiki's Delivery Service. And they're like, oh yeah, Hori likes Ghibli stuff too, right? Word. So like, Kitagawa's playing the song, and then they like take out the little bow. She's like acting out the scene or whatever.
Yeah, from the opening scene.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, Himura will do it too. And he does it. And then at the end, she's like, yeah, I drew flip books, like drawings and stuff. And she drew one of like Himura. He's like flying. And he comes down, and it's at the show. Like, oh yeah, there's a frame right there where he took a shit, right? You wrote that? You drew that?
Yeah.
Like he grew wings and stuff.
He starts growing wings, and he takes a shit, he lifts, he crashes into the rainbow, and then he ends up in the studio.
Yeah.
That's his life.
That's our traitor, Kitagawa Yuri. But she's not the only one who speaks English, right? There's
No.
what's her name?
I don't remember her name.
They haven't introduced her.
Yeah. Probably next episode.
Say-
She's the one that
say
was
Mia, right?
crying.
Yeah,
The
she's
one that
the
was
one.
crying
Yeah,
the previous episode.
yeah. So
Who is already like getting in magazines and stuff.
yeah, I saw that she was gonna be featured in a shoot or something. That's cool. She and Kitagawa can talk shit in English, and no one,
I wonder if they'll do that like,
No one
next
will
episode.
know.
They'll make them talk.
right? Or maybe they'll just have her do something else because other girl already did the English thing.
Yeah.
So let's not. But yeah, that does it for Nogichuu. Next week they'll introduce the rest. So yeah.
Yep. Have to wait to see all of them.
Yep. And so this week we had Nogi Eigo. Since Nogi Eigo is once a month, it's always at the end of the month.
Our boy Nick was on this episode.
Oh, finally he's back after like 2 months of no Nick. But it's a 1 hour special.
I mean, he's busy.
He's busy with school and
He's
work.
too
just
busy
like us.
nowadays. But it's a 1 hour special like last year's show.
I think they do it like
or
every
whatever.
season, right? An hour special. Or
Yeah, I
something
think
like that.
so. And so it's the regular team was now Saito, Yuri, Shinichi Mai, and Higuchi Hina versus Wadamaya's team. Wadamaya came back, brought her with her some friends. It's Hori and Momoko. And so similar to last year's episode, they're like at a sporting complex type thing. Well, last year was like round 1 or something, right? But
Yeah, last year's round 1,
this time it's like
and this one is a new one in
it like just opened.
Oimachi. Yeah, in Oimachi.
Prepping people for them Summer Olympics. And so they'll play a series of games. It's all sports related and stuff. First game they did was this pitching game. And so there's a word that they have to guess. But to get hints, they got to throw the ball at the strike zone targets. There's like 9 targets to get hints for the word. So it's like 6 meters away and like no one can hit anything.
And right, like I'm gonna hit number 5. Just goes completely over it.
Like, oh, which number are you gonna go for? Oh, I'm definitely going for 5. And like goes over.
Or they throw it on the ground.
But they throw out some guesses here and there. like Wada's team, from the words that they have, they're like, oh, it's White Snow Princess, and then Nick's like,
and they start beating him up. He's like, no, don't laugh at that. We don't know if it's true or not yet.
Yeah.
It's because it's a stupid answer, dude.
It's because Snow White is Shirayuki Hime in Japanese, and it's the kanji for white snow and princess.
Yeah. Yeah, and so they went through a couple rounds of this guessing and whatnot. They eventually moved the target closer because no one can hit any of the numbers.
We're going to stay here too long if we keep it like this.
Yeah, it'll be like the last time they did it. It's like they had to cut out a whole segment because it took too long.
The darts one, right, or something?
Yeah, they kept missing. That's why. Anyway, the regular team wins because they get more points or they guess more words or something like that. So they move on to the archery game. And this was a little better, right? It was like riddles they had to solve. But there's the archery. So like they solve a riddle and then they go shoot an arrow to get the points. So they can miss and it's not guaranteed. Even if you solve the riddle, doesn't mean you're gonna get any points, right? And there's some decent riddles, I guess, right?
Yeah, there was one riddle I didn't know.
That's the question one. It's like, what's the next two letters in the sequence of letters? But it's just like the first letter of the question. And then this, you asked Kochi Sensei, was like, yo, Nick and I didn't understand what the shit was either. Right? Because like English speakers like overthink the riddle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's probably easier if you don't know English to begin with.
Because me too, when I was watching
you just see letters.
I was like, what?
Like, where are those letters coming from?
Yeah. And I was kind of surprised how fast they got it. And I was like, wait, what?
Is it me?
How can this be? I speak English. Looked into it too much. And then there was
but then like the easy ones they couldn't get, like
the Beth's mother.
Top secret. Oh yeah, Beth's mother.
That was pretty funny, right? So it's like Beth's mother has 3 daughters. One is named this, one is named that. What is the name of the third?
One is Laura, one is Sarah.
Yeah, what's the name of the third daughter?
Maya's Madonna.
She's like Patrick.
Yeah.
Nick had to bring out his Japanese for that one, dude. Like, that's a guy's name. Yeah, that's pretty. Like he was like, "Yo, the answer's right there, dude. It's right there." Yeah, you can easily confuse it, right? Because you're thinking Beth is the mom. Beth is the mom's name. Just didn't look at the question.
And I think someone said Elizabeth. And then Momoko's like, oh, Beth? It's like, I don't know. I just got that from Elizabeth.
Yeah, they didn't even like take the question into consideration, right? They just guessed.
And then Maya would be like,
good job, guys.
Would be like, oh, you're a genius, everyone.
That's what you gave them a hint.
Yeah. That was probably the best part of that segment. And so like the regular team was ahead by many points until Hori like hits the 50-point target and like wins the whole thing.
She played them.
Like, oh, that's pretty clutch. Okay. And then the next game was a tennis game where they had to like serve the ball into this cage across the net, or they could just balance it on their racket and walk it over. Ball has to go into the cage before they can try to answer. And it's like, fairly simple words or whatever, like mountain or frog. The one with Shinichi and Hori was pretty memorable, I guess. So like they were both missing, and Shinichi was like, "Screw it, let me just run this over."
Carry it over.
So as she's coming back, like Hori hits into the cage.
But before that, she like launches them at Shinichi, right?
Oh yeah, she starts hitting it at her.
I thought that was a good touch. Good variety skills.
Hori's dumb though, so she didn't know the word.
Yeah, so all that for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, like eventually they were just like, I'm just gonna walk the ball over. Forget this. So the regular team wins because they're better at English overall.
Even though Maya was on the show for how many years?
She was the worst
3
one,
years.
dude. I was glad Nick was reunited with Miss Wada, his favorite.
I mean, she started off the show in the beginning of the show, like, "Hey, I've been watching this episode. Why are you being so serious on this show?"
Oh, that's right. That's right. And so the very last game is the karaoke game, where Nick gives hints to a song. And he is like describing the group and whatever, and then they have to put it in. And they have to sing it. And if it's right, he's like, "Yeah." If it's wrong, he yells at him.
These are pretty easy. Like compared to like the other ones.
Right. The first song was Love Machine. Like the hint was like their name changes every year.
Yeah, but that like instantly you should know what it is.
There's only one group that does it.
Yeah, but most of the members didn't seem to actually know that. But Shinichi and Saito Yuri are Morning Musume fans, so that one's free for them.
Yeah. Wasn't Sensei was like,
was
"Oh, I
surprised.
didn't know that either, right?" Or whatever.
Yeah, but I think he called it like he was like, "Oh, it's Jukyu or whatever," and then it's like, "No, it's 1-9."
Yeah, Morning Musume Yuhachi and Yutan was like 1-8.
No,
1-8.
1-8, dude. Not 18. 1-8. And then the second song was USA. Because this was recorded pretty... When was it? Didn't Nick say when it was? It was a long time ago, right?
It was like 2 months ago or something.
Yeah.
I think it was November.
So yeah, USA was still pretty big. I mean, it was pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, Nick's gonna shoot dance."
I mean, they just lucked out though. Like cover of an Italian song, and they just USA.
It's like, what was that? Hori was like, "Yo, it's like old. It's like 10 years." So I figured, like, what? I was waiting to see if Nick would shoot dance, but he didn't.
No, Nick doesn't know what that is. Nick did another koi dance.
He didn't even know the choo-choo train thing.
Oh, he didn't know the choo-choo train either. Yeah, he's not gonna know the shoot dance.
Ah, my God.
I think
He
the
only
members.
listens to metal and punk, so
Yeah, Nick only listens to metal, dude.
If you look, the members are like looking at Nick, waiting for him to shoot dance, but he never does it.
Because they're like, they got their like, hand up here. Like, nope. Nick's just doing whatever.
Yeah.
So the third song, the hint was like, "Oh, it's a rock song." And so like,
by a male group.
right, and then like Maya puts in "Kurenai" by X Japan, and she's like trying to sing the English part in the intro. Thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, it was wrong. Nick yells at him, more like cries, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was actually Zen Sensei again, because they wanted Sensei to sing. 'Cause that's what he did last time, and it was.
And Maya was the only one who saw it. Was there, right?
Yeah, it was very surprising. Right, so,
He was really out for them though.
yep. But so Sensei is
his
like
own
getting
version.
into it, while singing the song. That was pretty good. But they were kind of just like, "Oh, that's cool," and Hori was laughing, right? The first time he did it was a lot funnier.
Because it was like out of nowhere.
Yeah. Anyway, regular team wins the whole thing. The other games didn't matter. Because, that's how variety shows
I mean, they would have won regardless, right?
Yeah.
They would have won beforehand, but the last game was 100 million points.
Right. So,
As they always do.
yeah. Variety show after all. So yeah, that's the end. It's pretty long, an hour, but good to have Nick back. Next month is more stuff from the shoot. I guess stuff that was cut out of the episode, just like last time. So yeah, that was Nogi Eigo.
Hope to see more Maya coming back. Hopefully she becomes like the rival or something.
I mean, at least the next episode we have her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because they changed the whole format, right? They don't have like the guest anymore. So
Yeah.
good to see other members on the show.
Yeah. That was one aspect I liked about the old format, where it was like, oh, it's not always the same people. There's always like a special guest. And I guess back then it was like someone more popular.
Yeah, but also Hinako was away.
Yeah.
One of the original. But I think they still brought on guests when she was like part of the original crew, right?
Yeah, they still brought, but usually most of the time they brought in a guest was when someone else was gone.
Right. So, yeah, that's pretty much the roundup.
No one watched AKB show?
What happened there?
I think they did like a behind the scenes. I didn't watch it, so I think they did. It was a Nogizaka 46 show this time, and I think they did a behind the scenes of a concert.
Oh, the Shanghai one? Is that
I think
it?
so.
There was another Shanghai thing that they released.
Yeah, Nogi-ten was about the underlife as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I didn't watch any of that. So that's all this week for the roundup.
And that does it for the show. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Vince, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Is there anything you would like to shout out?
Yeah, I guess it's unrelated to Nogizaka, but if you have time, go into YouTube and look for Kubushi Factory Nenniwa a cappella version, because we need 150k more views to get a new video.
100.
That's my. And then yeah, please support Beam subs, especially the translations done by this Queen Achima guy. I heard
whoever that is, right?
He does good stuff. Most of it is from like 2016. Classics never die.
Classics never die. All right, sweet. Well, if you guys want to go ahead next week, listen to us live, you can go ahead and do so on twitch.tv/slopeclub. You can follow us on Twitter, and you can go ahead and check out the YouTube if you want to see the updated version that's all edited and all nicely packaged. That does it all for us. We'll catch you guys next week. Goodbye.